Okay, so we're going to look at describing distributions, and I'm going to combine this a little bit with how to find some basic measures of center when you're given a frequency distribution, a frequency table, or a dot plot. And so we're going to look at this. So it says they're going to find the mode, the median, and the mean for each data set. So here we have a frequency table. So if we are looking at this frequency table, I just want to make sure we all understand what it's saying. These are adult male heights. There is one person who is 60 inches tall, one person who is 65 inches tall, one that is 67, two people are 68 inches tall, 5 people are 70 inches tall. So if we were to list this out, it would go 60, 65, 67, 68, 68, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70. Does everybody understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, do we have to actually write all the numbers out to find things?
No.
Let's just start with the first one. How would I find the mode?
Look at the highest number.
Okay, just find the highest number. So the highest number is 70. That means that 70 is my mode. What if there's a tie?
Oh, I got your answer key.
Okay, that's okay. Just keep working. Just pay attention. All right, so that's my mode is 70. It's pretty easy to find. All right, then if I want to find the median, would I have to write all of these numbers out to figure out where the middle was?
Yes.
No, not if you're careful.
Not if you're careful. So let's figure out how many guys are on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there's a total of 16 people. So if we're going to divide this in half, there's going to be 8 and 8. So I just have to go up or go down from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is going to happen in the middle of the 70s. So the median is going to happen also at 70. Now, when we want to do the mean on this, there is an easy way to add these up without having to go 70, 70, 70. Do you guys remember what it is? Multiply. So you can take 60 times 1, 65 times 1, times 2, times 5, times 3, times this. So you don't have to type all the numbers in over and over. So I could do 60 plus 65 plus 67 plus 68 times 2 plus 70. Oops, 70 helps to have the 7 times 5 plus 71 times 3 plus 72, because there's only 1, plus 75 times 2. And that gives you the total that we're going to use to divide. So 1, 1, 1, 3. And we know that there are 16 guys, males, men. Yeah. Divide them by 16. So divide by 16. And we get 69 points. It doesn't say how to round. I'm just going to do 1 decimal point. 69.6. So our mean comes out 69.6. And these are all inches, so if you wanted to put inches on the ends of these, we could. All right, so you can do that from a table. Next, we're going to look at a dot plot. And I want to do a little bit more with the dot plot than just find mean, median, and mode. So first, we're going to talk about the shape of this distribution. So we had different shapes yesterday. There was skewed left, skewed right, and symmetric. Which does this look like?
Skewed right.
Skewed right, because the tail's to the right. So this is skewed right. And that means that it sort of drops off. And we talked about there are the cute pictures where they put the brontosaurus and the tail comes out this way. It's where the tail is that tells you which way it's skewed. So that's a shape. And then to describe center, we can use mean, median, and mode, which is what we're going to look at next. So the mode should be really easy to come up with. It's going to be the one with the tallest, the most dots, right? So the mode would be
7.
Would be
1.
1. So this is times winning the basketball tournament. So a lot of people have won once. Not very many people have won 8 times. That sounds about right.
I have.
Okay, so that's the mode. Let's talk about the median. We need to know how many different teams we're looking at. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So there's a total of 23. That's an odd number. So if you think 22, there'd be 11 on one side, 11 on the other, and that 12th one in the middle is going to be where your median is going to be. So there's how many on this one? I already counted.
You
1,
said
2,
15.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Yeah.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15 there. So that means if I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, that's where my median is right there. Actually, I should draw the arrow from over here. And so it lands in the middle of all those ones, so my median is 1. If you prefer, you could make a really long list like we used to do in elementary and have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and actually find the middle. You can do that, but in high school they assume that we can kind of figure it out from the graph and not have to do that. Okay, so then for the mean, let's use our calculator to make this smart. So there were 15 ones, so I'm take 1 times 15, plus there are 3 2s, so 3 times 2, plus 2 3s, so 2 times 3, plus 2 5s, so 5 times 2, plus an 8. And that gives us our total of 45, which we're going to divide by, what did we say, 23 teams?
Yes.
So take that, divide by 23, and we get a mean of about 1.95. I think that would just round up to about 2, right? If we're thinking tenths, the mean would be about 2. I'm going to write 1.9565 down here just so I'll remember that I rounded that off. But we can find all of that from this nice little dot plot. All right?
Okay.
So we've described shape and center. The one thing we haven't talked about yet is called spread, and that's range. So let's add that onto this one. So we did talk about range on our vocabulary. What is the range of this data set?
At least 1 or 2.
7.
So it goes from 1 to 8, so 8 minus 1 is 7. So when we talk about describing a distribution, you want shape, we want center, which is this part, and the only spread that you know right now is range, but we're going to learn about standard deviation and some other ways that we can describe spread, but for right now we're just talking about range, and that's a nice thing that we can add on to help us figure that out. So shape, center, spread. We'll go over this again later, but I just want to get some examples in. All right, here's another dot plot. Let's talk about shape.
Skewed left.
Skewed left. I agree with that. So it is skewed left. That is the shape of the graph. It's skewed left because it kind of has a hump here and then sort of tails off over here. Okay? Here's the brontosaurus tail right there. All right, so it's skewed left. What is the mode?
75 and 76.
So there's 2 of them, 75 and 76. That is called being bimodal, which just means 2 modes. Okay? So let's figure out, this is life expectancy by country, so how long you're going to live depending on what country you're in. They don't give us the countries. But let's see how many countries they're talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There are 21 countries. So if we think about 20, that would be dividing it into 10 and 10. That 11th spot is going to be where our median will be. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 is going to be right here. That's going to be where my median is. And so my median is 11. So did you guys understand how I did that without writing out all the numbers?
Yes.
Wouldn't the median be 76, 76?
Oh, yeah, not 11. It should be 76. You're right. It is the 11th term, which is 76. I circled 76, and I wrote 11 because it was the 11th country in order. Gotta watch me. I make mistakes. Mean, median. So we did mode, median. Let's do mean. So, let me kill a bug first. All right. So putting this up here, we have a 49, we have a 53, we have a 59, we have a 67, a 68, a 71, and then we have 4 75s. So I'm going to take 75 times 4. We have 4 76s, so 76 times 4. We have 2 77s, 77 times 2, 78 times 2, plus 80 times 2, plus 83. You could enter all the numbers in separately if you're more comfortable with that. We got 1,524, and we said that there were 21 different countries, so divide that by 21. And we get 72.6 if we round that off, which, since we're talking about lifespans, it's a little bit more than 72 and a half years would be the average lifespan for all of these. And let's talk about just a general spread term. Let's talk about range. What's the range for the ages here? We're going all the way from 49 to 83. 34. Good job. And I should be boxing all of my answers to make that show up very clearly. But these are the kinds of things that you'll be asked about. And
What if we didn't do that?
let's just do the mean median mode really quick for these down here at the bottom. So Dan actually does ask for mean and median, so we could do that. So this is the age at your first job. So to find the median, we need to know how many people were on this survey. So 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 2 is 6, plus 6 is 12, 13, 14, 15. So there are 15 people with their first jobs. So how far in do I need to count to get halfway?
8.
8, good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to happen right in the middle of the 17s. So the median
Someone got their first job.
is going to be 17. You know, first job at 12 seems a little young. Unless it's babysitting.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I was babysitting at 12. It's kind of the same. All right, so for the mean, we can figure it out really quick on the calculators. So we have a 12 plus 315, so 15 times 3, plus 16 times 2, plus 17 times 6, plus 19 times 2, plus 20, or 20 times 1. We get 249. We're going to divide that by the 15 people on the survey, and we get 16.6 for the mean. Good.
Cool.
And then the very last thing is to draw a dot plot. So we're going to do this really quick. So to draw your dot plot, you need to figure out what your minimum and maximum values are, so you know how big of a number line to make.
6 and 11.
So we need to start with 6. We're just going to go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So dot plot, we're just making dots. We don't skip anything. You want to just fill it in. So how many 6s do we have? 1. How many 7s? 2. How many 8s?
At least 1 or 2.
4.
I've got 5. 1, 2,
I've got
3,
90.
4, 5. And I should have done this on graph paper. You just want to try to make them spaced pretty evenly. How many 9s?
4.
4. Good job. And then
1.
1 10
2.
and 2 11s. All right, so that is making a dot plot. Good job.